Newcastle 1, Manchester United 1. I'm joined by Stephen Howson. Not the best performance from Man United, that to say the least.
Shout out on it. Merry Christmas, Joe. Merry Christmas. So you're getting that, innit? Yeah.
Let's go through it then, because for so long, under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you weren't allowed really to blame the players for things because you're delusional, you're protecting Ole, it's the manager. We've got a new manager who undoubtedly has got very strong views on his tactics. He knows how to set a team up, and today they look clueless. How do we explain what we're seeing at the minute?
Well, it's never as reactionary and black and white as the internet wants it to be, is it? Clearly. The players are never as bad as the internet thinks they are, or as good as the internet thinks they are. The management are never to blame as much as they think they are, or are they as genius as everyone thinks they are? You need both. You need a competent management with a clear instruction. You need well-run training sessions, and you need competent players that actually put a fucking shift in. And it's such base sort of analysis of who wanted it more and run around and fucking sing the national anthem and all that kind of shit. But there's an element of that. And I think Gary Neville's just mentioned it. I was watching upstairs, and he talks about you're seeing City and Liverpool put in peak performances that are levels above. The performance of City and Liverpool currently are unfathomable to United. It's almost like they're playing a different sport to us at the moment. We just can't compute what they're doing. And it isn't because they're doing drugs, probably. And it isn't because they've got miles better managers. And it isn't because every one of their 11 players is better than all our 11 players. A massive factor in it is that they're just working harder. Off the ball, they're working harder. On the ball, they're working harder. There were so many times when you kind of see the ball in a bit of a wide area, 10 metres back from where our front line is, in a bit of a crossing space for one of the fullbacks. And you just see the whole United side going and ball watching, waiting for something to happen. And there was one in the first half where I think I said something along those lines, like, everyone's just watching a fucking ball here. And then Bruno made a bit of a blindside run, which came around the front post, and he ended up on the ball, and I think it ended up getting snuffed out, whatever he did with it. But you're like, about time, someone fucking move. Far too much being static, far too much of that, and clumsiness off the ball. I mean, you don't expect Varane to drop clangers, and I know you were down here before the match. They had United and Sheffield Wednesday on from 98, didn't they? I think you saw parts of that. Roy Keane and Yap Stam combining for a clanger in that game. You're like, I fucking hell forgot all about that. You think Roy Keane? He'd never fucking... Roy Keane did exactly what Varane did tonight against Sheffield Wednesday, 1998, Google it. But it's disappointing to see that from someone that you hold in such high regard when it ends up costing you points. Harry Maguire should have done a hell of a lot better. You can see him sort of talking Dalot to stay wide. So Dalot stays wide, gives him the in. But you've got to expect Maguire to close that door. He's just come on the same line Dalot's on and just fucking walk right past him. You almost kind of need to force him in between the two of us here. Is that what you're looking at for him to do? And he's not going to manage that, although Sam Maxim's pretty good, he might. There was just, again, stupid clangers that are preventable mistakes. Yeah. It was great from Sam Maximum. Fantastic on his part, but still preventable in several factors. Still preventable. And then just the lack of being able to open up one of the worst defences in the league. And at half-time, you saw Ralph pushed all his chips in. Did some absolutely fucking bonkers formation of like a 3-0-7, I think it was. And just was like, right, let's fucking have it then. And I think I said to Baggers upstairs, it doesn't look like we've worked on our A plan right now. There's no way we've worked on let's fucking have it plan. What do we do if we push all our fucking chips in? And football's so much about space, the denial of space, the creation of space, that when you just go, you fucking lot. I mean, people used to give Ollie shit and call it Vibes FC. Throwing 7 attacking players on and just going, figure it out, lads. That is the definition of Vibes FC in it. And that was exactly what we did. And yes, we managed to get one goal. And if we'd have managed to win the game, you go, well, the fucking result was we won the game. But we didn't win the game. And you have to question why the fuck 45 minutes into a game with Newcastle, where if you probably just have a little bit of patience, you will create chances against them because they're shite. Here's what happens when you throw all your chips in. They pull theirs back and they make it harder for you. And they've got 1-0 to protect. Whereas if you just kind of kept it open, maybe even allowed them to have the ball a little bit, try and get in behind them, you might have some joy. But again, United can't go to set pieces because Ramsey's a fucking fraud. And we can't break down one of the worst defences. There's fucking big problems, mate.
And do you think those problems are solvable short term, or do you think this is a bigger project than we thought? Because Rangnick's got 6 months. We're not really seeing the implementation of his traditional styles yet. Is that a player thing? Is that a Rangnick thing? Is it both? How soon can we possibly hope for this to be turned around? Because, like you said, the top teams in the country are playing a different sport to us at the minute.
I don't know. I really don't know. Here's the thing with chopping and changing managers. Ollie had 3 years, just shy of 3 years, right? Is that enough time to implement a system? Probably is, right? And over the course of what he'd signed in those windows, I think Klopp had signed several more players. Pep had signed fucking double the amount of players in that time. When you look at the amount of first-team players he was able to bring in, he's still playing with Fergie signings. Let's have it right. There's people in there that are just fucking wasters, and we've spent a lot of money. But where's that money on the pitch? Where's the money United have spent on the pitch? Paid fucking, Sancho was on the bench. That don't count. Di Maria's fuck knows where. Lukaku, that money's gone. Harry Maguire's there. Sound. There's 50 million of Wan-Bissaka not playing. There's 30 million of Luke Shaw not playing. There's 30 million of Lindelof not playing. You know what I'm saying? There's so much money United have squandered on shit buys, or buys that have failed to work. Paul Pogba's another one, £89 million, not playing. You think that United need to have a little bit more fucking sense in their team building. I think one of the things that the Blue Lot got right early doors is that they spent a fucking load of money, but they never really went for the absolute monster buys until recently, where they've started doing that. Mahrez and Grealish, obviously, examples of that. But they signed like 100 players at 30 million. And you can almost afford some shit-uns in that. I mean, they've had loads of shit players, but because they just bought fucking everybody, they'll get a couple of gems in there, and you forget that they signed Nathan Ake for 40 million, and he signed John Stones for 50 million. They sat him on the bench for 2 years, and all these fucking players, mate. So United are hamstrung by the fact that our owners are tossers. But Liverpool have not exactly been given billions to spend, and they've managed to create a competitive side with doing it by buying astute players and buying proven quality that have. I think Van Dijk's, the clock's ticking on him. I don't think he's got 5 more years at the top. So that was a bit of a squander. But you know what? How much would you fucking pay to see us go and win a Champions League and a league title at the moment? You'd be like, fucking pay it. How much? 75 million. Fucking go get him. So I don't know if it can be a quick fix. I would have thought not, because it feels like we've got so many. You can make a case that United have got 5 strikers. Ronaldo, Cavani, Rashford, Martial, Greenwood, right? You can make a case we've got 5 strikers. You play 4-3-3, there's one position for all them 5 to play. Tell me a world-class number 8 we've got.
On his day, Paul Pogba.
What day is that? It's not a match day. Not in a fucking United shirt. It's not. It might be for a France shirt. But there's no reliability, consistency, or guarantee that Paul Pogba's going to put an 8 out of 10 performance for you as a number 8.
Even a world-class number 6, neither.
No, neither. So you've got the heart of your team there, 3 positions. We've got 5 for the number 9 shirt, and we've got nil point for the fucking number 8 and the number 6, whose job it is to deliver the ball to that number 9 so he can score some goals. The team's nothing without a strong midfield.
Right, that's going to be all from us. Cheers, Steve, for joining us. Man United 1, Newcastle 1. Not looking good at the moment, but at least we didn't lose. Rangnick remains unbeaten as Manchester United manager. If we're looking at the positives, that's it. That's the only real positive. We'll see in a bit.